Hello and welcome to 30 minutes of abs and core exercise. I just made it down to the mat. Let's get started. Alright, so we'll start out on all fours. Do some cat and cow movements here. All fours. Inhale, drop your stomach. Arch your back for cow, looking up at the corners of your room. And then exhale, push the mat away, round your back for the cat. Pushing the mat away. We'll do one more of each. Inhale, drop your stomach. Look up. And then exhale, one more cat. Round your back, push the mat away. Great job. Let's walk our hands forward. High cobra, drop your pelvis down to the mat. Look up towards the corners of your room. And then let's sit back into a quick child's pose. So today we'll be doing 30 minutes of abs and core work with some Pilates mixed in. All you'll need is a mat and some water. Let's come back to all fours. We'll stretch out our upper back, our shoulders. Raise your right arm up to the sky and then thread it underneath your left armpit, resting your right shoulder on the mat. Spider walk your left hand forward, resting your left side of your head on the mat, your right shoulder. When I said left side of the head, I meant right side of the head. Alright, let's walk your left hand back to center. Push yourself up. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So let's open up to the left, reach your left arm up to the sky. Look at your left hand and then thread your left arm underneath your right. Resting your left side of the head on the floor, walk your right hand forward and just let all of your weight fall into your left side. Every start and end of the routine we do a plank. So let's come back up to center, all fours. Let's prepare for our plank. The plank will be 2 minutes and 29 seconds long. Let's go to all fours. Step your right foot back. Meet it with your left foot. You could have your feet together or hip distance apart. Whatever works for you. We're in a straight arm plank. So let's engage our abs, suck our navel to our spine. Have all 10 fingers spread wide. Push the mat away. Wrists underneath your shoulders, and your shoulders are making a straight line from to your butt. Speaking of your butt, engage your glutes, squeeze your butt, engage your core. Maybe slightly retract your shoulder blades, look down at the mat. Hamstrings nice and high. You want to make sure you're making either a straight line from your shoulders to your butt or a diagonal line with your butt slightly underneath your shoulders. Great job. Keep going. Keep breathing. You can always drop to your knees if you need to take a quick breather. Or you can lower yourself down to a forearm plank. Just make sure you bring your butt with you so it stays in line with your shoulders. We're over halfway done with the plank. Great job. Only a minute left. Really engage everything. Keep breathing. At the end of this, we'll sit back into a child's pose. So when you hear the countdown buzzer, get ready to sit back into that child's pose. Only 30 seconds left. You got this. Great job. And all that other motivational stuff. Every time we do a plank, we add on 1 second. And right now we're up to 2 minutes and 29 seconds. We'll do a 2 minute and 30 second plank at the end of this routine. Great job on that plank. Sit back into a child's pose. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Even engage your abs here. Take a nice deep breath, and then on the exhale, let's come back up to all fours. So from here we'll do a couple of quadruped exercises. So let's come to all fours. Back in neutral. Curl your toes under as if you were about to do a push-up. And raise your knees just a couple inches off the mat, like so. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower your knees to the mat, and then as soon as they hit the mat, come back up. Knees a couple inches off the mat once again. Engaging your abs. Lower your knees, 3, 2, 1, then back up. We'll do 2 more of these. Hold that position. 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees back up. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Sit back into a quick child's pose. Great job on that. We'll do some bird dogs. Then we'll make the bird dogs a little bit harder before we move on. All right. Let's come back up to all fours once again. All fours, all fours. So we'll do a bird dog variation. From the all fours position, extend your right leg back to hip height. And left arm extends forward out from your shoulder, straight arm. You're looking down at the mat. Engage your abs, suck that navel into your spine once again. And we'll hold this bird dog, extending the left arm as far as you can forward, really stretching. And that right leg tries to reach the back wall. On your next exhale, let's rotate the left arm over to the left, so you're making a straight line from your left shoulder out to your left hand. Great job. And then on your next exhale, let's thread the left hand underneath the right armpit, hovering there. Great job. And then let's continue rotating to the left. So left arm continues to the right, underneath and past the right armpit. And we'll hold that. Keep your hips nice and square to the floor. On your next exhale, let's reverse that. So left hand comes right underneath the right armpit. Hold that nice and strong. And then on your next exhale, left arm extends back out to the left, so straight arm from your shoulder to your left hand. All right, then move that left arm forward back to the original bird dog position. And then let's drive our left elbow to our right knee. Get those two to touch. Hold it for a second. Round your back here. And then let's place everything back down. Shake it on out. Maybe sit up on your heels for a second. Let that right wrist rest. And all right, let's do the same thing on the other side. So let's come back to all fours once again. This time we will extend the left leg back. It's a little difficult for me because I have my couch right here. Left leg back, engage those abs, then extend the right arm forward. Alright, looking down at the mat, neck neutral. We'll hold the bird dog, really engage your abs here once again. Stretch both arm and leg in opposite directions. Then on the next exhale, rotate that right arm to the right. Straight line from your right shoulder to your right hand. Really reaching to the right. Then on the next exhale, take that right hand, thread it right underneath the left armpit, hold that. Alright, then let's continue on your next exhale. Keep on rotating that right arm to the left. Keeping those hips nice and square. And let's hold that. And then let's reverse it. On the next exhale, take your right hand underneath your left armpit. Alright, then on your next exhale, let's extend the right arm out long, reaching towards the right. Left leg still reaching back. Then on the next exhale, right arm comes straight ahead. Left leg still reaching back. Then let's touch the right elbow to the left knee. Nice, slow and controlled. Get those to touch. Hold it for a second. And then let's place everything back down on the mat. Shift your weight back to a child's pose. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Great job so far on the core exercises, a little bit of balance, keeping that bird dog balance. Okay, let's flip on over for some work on our back. So feet on the mat, roll on down. Have your lower back glutes to the mat. Move your legs in towards each other so they're about the same width apart as the short end of a yoga block, so less wide than your hips, less wide than your shoulders. Your feet are pretty much underneath your knees. Hands and arms are on the mat. We'll do a pelvic lift. So take a nice deep inhale. Then on the exhale, peel your pelvis up vertebrae by vertebrae until you're at the top of your range of motion, whatever feels good here. Making a diagonal line from your knees to your hips to where your shoulders touch the mat. Alright, then let's roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae until your lower back touches the mat, then your hips touch the mat. Great job. Let's do the same thing, but this time we'll use only one leg. So we'll extend the right leg up to the sky as straight as you can today. Take a nice deep breath in. Then on the exhale, peel your pelvis up once again while you keep that right leg pointing up to the sky. Hold it at the top. And then on your exhale, slowly peel your pelvis back down to the mat. Place that right foot on the mat. And we will do the same thing with the other leg. Extend that left leg up to the sky. Excuse me. Take a nice deep breath in. Then on the exhale, peel your pelvis up with your left leg extended this time. Keep that right heel on the mat, left leg as straight as you can. And then lower each vertebrae back down to the mat. Great job. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock yourself from side to side in a small range of motion, turning your head left and right. Awesome job, awesome job. All right, so let's spell the alphabet with our leg lifts. So to get into that position, let's bring our feet back down to the mat. Bring your feet together and your knees together on the mat. Then on your next exhale, bring your legs up to tabletop, and then pointing as straight as you can today. So from the straight-legged position with your legs glued together, let's draw the letters of the alphabet starting with A. Keeping your legs glued together. B. Go at your own pace. C. Keep your lower back glued to the mat. Keep on going at your own pace. I'll let you know when I'm halfway through. Try and keep those legs straight, never touching the mat with your legs. All right, I'm halfway through. I'm on M, N, O, P. Keep on going. U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Nice job. That was tough. Bring your knees into your chest, rock your knees from side to side, turn your head left and right. All right, what do we want to do next? Let's see. Let's do side planks on left and right sides, since we're pretty much in the middle of the routine. So let's flip on over. I'm going to grab some water here. All right. So let's flip on over to our forearms. We'll start in a forearm plank. Feet glued together, legs glued together. And we will turn our forearms so they're stacked on top of one another like so. So my left forearm stacked on top of my right forearm on the mat. I'm going to twist open to my left side. Extend my left arm up to the sky. Look at my left hand and pump my hips up for 5, 4, 3. On the last one, we will hold our hips up. Circle your wrist. Extend that left leg up hip height for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your left leg back down. Left arm back to the forearm plank. And then we will transition over to the other side. So open up to your right side this time. Right arm up to the sky. Look at your right hand. Let's pulse our hips up for 5, 4, 3. On the last one, hold it up. Circle your right wrist. Extend that right leg hip height for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let's place both forearms back down on the mat. Transition them to parallel. Let's rock our weight forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, And last one. Drop your knees to the mat. Sit back into a child's pose. Great job. All right, let's continue on. Flip on over back onto your back again. Flip on over to your back. Make sure your lower back is glued to the mat. You might need to tuck your pelvis under, engage your abs so your lower back is pressed into the mat. Move your feet together on the mat so they are glued, feet and knees. Bring your legs up to tabletop so you should have a straight line from your knees to your hips. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Interlock your hands behind your head. And what we will do here is extend the right leg out long while we take our right armpit and try and touch our left knee with our right armpit. Elbows nice and wide. And then let's switch nice and slowly. Right leg comes in, left leg extends, elbows still nice and long. Take that left armpit, try and touch your right knee with it. And switch nice and slowly. It's all about the armpit trying to touch the knee. Don't worry about your elbows. Your elbows should be wide. You should barely see them in your peripheral vision. We'll do one more each side. Last one. Great job. Let your head fall to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock yourself from side to side. Turn your head right and left. Great job. We'll do one round of twists. So let's rock up to sit up. Feet on the mat, knees bent. Sitting up nice and tall, roll your shoulders down and back. Place your hands temporarily behind your thighs. Create a C shape with your spine, so tuck your pelvis, abs go in with that C shape. Extend your arms nice and long, twist to one side, and then extend that same side leg. So I'm twisting to my right, and I have my right leg as straight as I can get it. So it's not about how high you can get it, it's about how straight you can get that leg, how far you can twist with your torso. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center. Both feet back down on the mat. Reorient yourself, shoulders down and back. Create that C shape once again. Reach out nice and far to the wall in front of you. Engage your hands together as if you were holding something. Twist to the other side and extend that same side leg. Really trying to reach straight, touching that wall in front of you. Twisting with your torso for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to sitting. It's time for our final plank of the day. So let's flip on over to all fours. Get ready for that final plank for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. A new record for us. All right, so let's come to all fours. Let's get ready to extend that right leg back. Meet it with your left leg. And let's start our 2 minute and 30 second plank. Yeah. I have my feet glued together. You can also create like a V with your feet. Either one of those, kind of Pilates style, or you can have your feet hip distance apart. Whatever works for you. The only thing I ask is you engage your abs, squeeze your butt, try and create that straight line or slightly diagonal line from your shoulders to your butt. So you don't want your butt above your shoulders, you want it in line with your shoulders or slightly below. Engaging your quads and your hamstrings, pushing some weight back into your feet. Most of the weight is over your palms, over your wrists. If your wrists hurt too much, you can always do the plank on your fists. And remember, you can always drop to your knees if you need to. Or you can do a forearm plank, whatever works for you. Just make sure you bring your butt down with you when you do that forearm plank. So you don't want your butt up here, you want your butt in line with your shoulders for the forearm plank. Less than a minute to go, and then we are done. After this, we'll sit back into a child's pose like we did after the first plank. And then we'll get into a cool down. And then we will be done. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. You got this. Keep breathing. I'm shaking. That's good. That means I'm doing it right. Engaging every single muscle. Last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Sit back into a child's pose, knees wider than your hips. Extend those arms out nice and long. Let me put on some even more chill music. All right, let's walk our hands to one side of the mat. Still in that child's pose. And walk your hands over to the other side of the mat. And then back to center. Let's come up to all fours. We'll walk our hands towards the top of the mat. For that high cobra, once again, drop your pelvis down and look up towards the corners of your room. Push the mat away, nice long neck, shoulders down. Nice job. Come up to all fours. We'll do 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop the stomach, look up for the cow. And then exhale, push the mat away. Round your back for the cat. Inhale, drop your stomach, look up. Last cow. And then let's do one more cat. Nice work. Let's do a couple of side body stretches. Flip on over. Let's sit cross-legged. Nice and tall with your shoulders down and back. Raise your arms up to the sky. Let your left hand fall to the left, and then left forearm. And then bend over to the left, looking up at your right hand, keeping that right hip on the mat. All right, come back to center. Sit up nice and tall. Raise your arms up to the sky once again. Then place your right hand on the mat, then your right forearm. Then bend to your right, looking up at your left hand. Let's come back up to center. Take one big deep breath. Let it all go. That was 30 minutes of abs and core exercise in a Pilates style. If you like the video, please subscribe. We are live every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you soon and have a great rest of the day. All right, bye.